Inside the majestic expanse of the planet, Zinter 9, where the sky sparkled with 3 suns and trees hummed songs of ancient galactic wisdom, lived Glorba, an alien of curious appetite and slightly bizarre digestive proclivities. Today, despite the vibrant flora, Glorba had devoured something unexpected, a funny-tasting tiny human being. "You know," began the stomach, a grand, pear-shaped organ with shimmering iridescent walls. "I've dealt with a lot of delicacies in my time, glorifications of gumdrops, potent puddings from Ploxophis prime, not to mention that wiggly-wobbly thing from the Viridian swamps that left me begging for mercy. But this was an entirely different kettle of fish." "Yes, Stompy, you odd stomach," replied the intestines, a long, spiraling length of gooey matter. "Let's not downplay the significance of this digestive debacle." A small human? I mean, they were so last decade, but what was the flavor profile? "You must tell me everything." "Oh, I'll tell you," Stompy the stomach chimed with dramatic flair, "but use caution, my squishy friend. This little nugget I happened upon, for some bizarre reason, tastes like a mix of overcooked shoe and desperation." The conversation continued as the stomach massaged the remnants of the human, sloshing around the bits with a mixture of disdain and mild curiosity. "Honestly, what was she thinking?" Stompy said, waving a metaphorical hand at Glorba's taste buds. "She's consumed growling blue tentacles and squishy glowing spheres, but thought that snatching up some bipedal creature from a tardy planet was a good idea? Ridiculous." "I can't blame her entirely," the intestines mused, quivering in eerie anticipation. Her eyes were all wide and sparkly. "I mean, isn't that what life is about? Adventure? Surprises? Human surprises? Small, tiny human surprises? Still, did you have to let it in raw? Raw? Really? The problem with fleshy beings like the one we just feasted upon," Stompy replied with a sophisticated air, "is they come with more stubbornness than gastronauts at a food festival. I tried to explain to Glorba just the other day at the breakfast table that the taste of humans isn't even comparable to our exquisitely blended munch bloom sludge." As Stompy complained about the poorly thought-out gastronomical choice, a muffled grumble originated from the intestines. "Ah, please don't remind me too much about munch bloom sludge. It was a riot of flavors, and highly digestible. Not that I'm longing for a return, but..." "Get ready!" Stompy laughed, patting its own walls gleefully. "Your time is nigh, dear intestines. What's coming your way is a grave digger with all the subtlety of a rock band in a library." The thought of processing a human struck a mix of trepidation and humor. Stompy leaned back, its contents swirling, reluctantly preparing to pass the burden onto its scaly companion. Okay. Brace yourself then," Stompy announced, generating a sensation that felt akin to a miniature earthquake. Cue comedic music as it began the transition process. "Prepare for the great releasing, the ejector of extravagance." The intestines, in a state of preparation mixed with fear, felt like a roller coaster about to plunge down a cavernous drop. "Are you sure it won't explode?" "Trust me." Stompy chuckled heartily, giving a playful belch that made it sound vaguely like a taunting laugh. "The worst that can happen is you turn green and scream for help. Besides, I've got my enzymes on speed dial. The moment this goes awry, I can call for reinforcements." "Reinforcements? Ha! Now I'm more terrified," the intestines exclaimed, squirming in a tight knot while preparing for the onslaught. "Oh, sweet Zinter. Send me the mighty digestive warriors." With a final, gurgling flourish, Stompy relinquished the remains. The human was now at the brink of being completely processed. The intestines gathered what remained, the texture a slippery, bewildering mass. "All right, here I go," it whispered nervously, the first contact sending shivers down its spiral. "Ew, EW, EW. It's like a milkshake from a bad dimension." "Stop whining," Stompy laughed. "You know you love the excitement. What you're holding is intergalactic culinary history. Call it a digestive delicatessen." Oy vey, the intestines bristled, fully engulfing the mass, with a squelching slurp. "It's not history, it's misery in a blend." Gradually, as the human assimilated through the intestines, the overwhelming flavor transformed into something oddly familiar, like nostalgia mixed with the uncanny. "Hey, there's something poetic about this whole thing," it mused, trying to make sense of this inexplicable art swirling inside. Yes, yes. Feel the humor. Dance with the imagination. Stompy urged. "I told you humans had a quirky zing. It's like an odd banana. It challenges you, making your insides perform pirouettes. It's an experience." They both paused, realizing something interesting. The curious concoction began to provide expectations remarkable enough to forge some sort of connection, even humor. Maybe they weren't just traipsing through gross digestive waves, but experiencing the spectrum of existence. "All right, while we're here," the intestines said, finding zest in this tasteless undertaking, "how about we make a little game? Who can invent the most hilarious name for this digestive masterpiece?" "Supreme human grunge," Stompy offered excitedly. "Pfft. Too cliché. How about bipedal bottom feeding?" "Close, but no." "Cosmic comedic crunchies. As if spacing out with a twist." Laughter bubbled within the two, even amid the seemingly futile task of processing what Glorba had unwisely consumed. "Oh, Stompy, you're positively rich today. And fashionable." The stomach struck a pose, flexing its iridescent walls. "I'm going to turn this whole experience into a cosmic art exhibit. Digesting the diversity of Earthlings, a symphony of the stomach." At that moment, the intestines sputtered with joyful laughter. "As long as I'm not part of the exhibit." "Afraid so." "You'll be the main attraction," Stompy teased. Bipedal gastro antics. The continuing humor of their internal experience led them deeper into digestive wisdom. With an unexpected nonchalance, Glorba, outside of their digestive realm, littered day unperturbed while within, two organs formed a friendship of cosmic proportion, a duo bonded through absurdity and the hilarity of anatomical adventures. In that orbital spiral of wit and whimsy, they bantered, tailoring their shared experiences into an epic tale of laughter and the power of unlikely culinary conclusions. As the belly laughed with delight and the intestines shimmered with reckless abandon, celestial existence danced around them, and the universe grinned right back, unfurling humor through space and time. And the unfortunate tiny human? Well, it became a cosmic punchline, along with an accountant's dream of oddities to roll over as the stars spun in their eternal dance through the great, wide unknown.